Hi, I just wanted to make a video, and I don't really like to be away from my computer or anything, or do anything like without all it being planned up and scripted and everything, because it's usually very difficult for me to say everything and get it all down, and just as soon as the camera starts recording, it's just completely different. I just like right now, just recording, and it's just different than, I don't know, it just feels different. But really, I just wanted to say that mainly just thanking everyone who has just been so supportive and accepting to me, and just the things that I say and what I deal with, because I know that there are a lot of people who are not accepting to me, and really doing these videos and just the response that I've gotten really has completely changed my life. And I can't stress that enough, because it really has. Because before I really started doing any videos at all, what was I doing with my life? I wasn't really doing anything. I was in my room, not talking with anyone really, not doing anything. So what kind of life is that? I didn't have a life at all. I was just doing nothing. And that's how it was after I got out of high school. That was in 2008. And I just transitioned 2012, and that really helped a lot. And then the surgery in 2013, I really was hoping that after all that things would definitely improve. And it was the same thing. I just didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere. And it was like, there was definitely a change after all that. But it was just still the same. I just had such a difficult time doing anything and talking with people and being able to show how I really feel about things. Which is, just when you see the videos, and I have them planned out, and I have them all written up and scripted and everything, and they're being read back. Yeah, yeah, it's like, I don't, it doesn't really feel like the emotion is there. Because, I have a very difficult time, showing my emotion. Well, I feel as though I can express it to myself. Like, I know, like, how I'm feeling. I know what's going on. But I feel so vulnerable showing other people how I feel. Like, when I go on there, you just talking about serious things, and I have like a smile on my face. And it's because, trying to hide how much I'm struggling with something. And, like, even doing this right now, it's very difficult for me to show how I'm feeling. But, just, that's how it was my whole life. Like, back before I transitioned, when I was a male, I didn't even know how I was feeling. I was just depressed and I didn't even know it. I don't know. And, you know, the reason why I started doing the videos was because I needed something to change in my life. Because, you know, just being in the house all the time and not doing anything, I didn't see any future for me at all. There was no future. So I wanted to do something that I could do alone here in my room and just, you know, plan things out, be able to talk about things that I've dealt with, you know, very real and very serious things. And, you know, being able to just do it in the comfort of my own room, just in front of a camera with no one else watching. And then putting that online to be able to, for one, be able to express myself. Because, you know, I didn't have anyone to really express myself with, to talk about what was going on. I mean, yeah, I had my family, or, you know, one friend that I have, or my psychologist, but, you know, all that is in person. And all those people know me personally, and I'm more comfortable with telling a complete stranger things versus someone that knows me. Because, you know, I fear a lot of judgment from people that know me personally. When they know me personally, you know, there's a lot of judgment. I fear because of it. So, I don't remember what I was even saying anymore. So the videos that I do, you know, I was able to truly show what I was struggling with and dealing with, because I really needed to express myself somehow. And I said, well, what better way than be able to do it from my home, and to put things online about myself, and to not only that, but be able to help other people. Because, you know, before I started doing the videos, when I looked up videos on, you know, I've watched quite a few videos on transgender related things and mental health related things, and all those people are so wonderful who do those sort of things online. But there was also a lot that was like, wasn't being said. And I really thought that I could bring a lot to the community, to be able to, you know, talk about things that haven't been talked about. And more importantly, share my own experiences with them, with the sort of things I deal with, transgender, mental health, and just everything else. Show my own views. Because, I mean, you know, you can find, you know, tons of information, but personal experiences is something that you're not going to be able to find anywhere else. Personal experiences are one of a kind. And, you know, everyone's personal experiences are different. You know, mine was, you know, something quite a bit different because of just everything that I went through. And, you know, it's very difficult seeing those videos of myself online, because I know that I should do it. I know that they should be up there. They're not going to be deleted, despite the fact that I want them deleted. Really, I really do, because I see them and it's like, you know, so much is being exposed about myself. It really is. That's what I see. You know, just like, oh my gosh, why am I talking about my most personal details on there? But it's like, when I watch it, you know, it's like, it's not me, but it is me, of course. So it's just quite a lot to handle. But, if I can help people, then I think it is very much worth it. And I really do thank you all, because you have helped me. You helped me a lot more than you know. But also doing the videos has just been bad as well. I mean, it's been very good being able to express myself, but on the bad end, it's really taken a toll on me. Because, I mean, there's a lot of negative response too, but I mean, it's not just the negative response, which I'll talk about in a minute, but just going back to my past and talking about those things. I never thought I could talk about those things ever. Never. And I did. I put it all online. It was everything that I've said is just very, very real and very, very true. And, that makes me feel very, very vulnerable, putting all that online. But I know in order for me to overcome this vulnerability, it has to be done. And that's why I am pushing through to be able to do it. So, another thing is, going back to all those memories in my past, it was just a really wild time. Just going back to that and pretty much like reliving it in a sense, and uncovering things that, were completely repressed in my mind that I didn't even realize. I mean, there's still a lot more that I don't even remember, but from what I do, it's shocking to me. It really is. And it's, the 2 hardest videos I did, just were very, very, very triggering to me. And I just did not want to watch it because it was so painfully difficult for me to watch. I just didn't want to do it. But I do it to be able to overcome the issues. That's why I do it. I know I put a lot of myself out there, make myself seem very vulnerable. But it's really, in the end, it's to help me. And another thing is just to help anyone else who's dealing with that sort of thing, who can't go online or talk about their issues to anyone like how I used to be. So I am willing to give up my privacy to be able to help other people who are in that situation that I was in, who couldn't express themselves. And certainly things have gotten a lot better since doing the videos. I feel as though I am able to express myself a lot more. I mean, it's still very, very difficult, but I am able to do it more. I mean, it's still, very difficult to, make any friends or anything. Because, just everything that I've been through. I've only ever had one, I've only managed to really, keep one good friend that I talk with occasionally. Maybe a few times a month or about a month or so. Just depending on certain things. But that was a friend that I made before, all of these issues started to come up in my life. After all the issues came up, I just was completely unable to make any friends. People would just think I was just too much. And, I need to tell someone from the very beginning, all about me so they do not deceive me and lie to me later. I'd rather just come out right away with everything that I've dealt with and all that sort of thing than just to be because what I've noticed is the more someone knows about me over time, it's like they just are like, oh, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And there have been a few people that, I feel as though have gotten to be rather good friends over the years. And it's like the more and more they begin to know about me, it's like they just want nothing more to do with me. And there were, certainly a few people that I could consider a very, very good friend, who got pretty close to me. And, I began to trust certain individuals. And then they just stopped talking with me. And, that's just so devastating to me. And now, anytime there is like, that relives itself constantly when I'm talking with people online now. I am talking with people regularly, and I can tell that they're, getting closer to me, and I can start to almost consider them a friend. And it's like, what goes through my mind is everything in my past again, just reliving all that. It's repeating itself. Because, just like, well, the first thing that's going through my mind is like, well, what is this person going to do to hurt me? How are they going to hurt me? What are they going to do to deceive me? That's what I see. Because they have a hidden motive. And I realize that now. I don't want that to be, and I truly do try to ignore it. I really do, because I don't want the paranoia to control like my friendships that I can make, but ultimately it does. Because I really don't want to think that. But from how things happened in the past, it happened. It happens. And it's just like, when am I going to get to the point where I can be able to truly trust someone and them not deceive me? I mean, it doesn't matter how many times someone says, I'm not going to hurt you, I'm not going to deceive you, I'm going to continue communicating with you. Why should I believe that if people in the past have said that so many times as well, and then they end up lying to me and not talking to me anymore? So, it's very, very difficult. Or just, the people online. I mean, I don't really take as much offense to the people who say hateful things to me online. I mean, yeah, I get that. I mean, you have the right to say that. I mean, yeah, it's hurtful, absolutely, but it's just, I can't stand it when people who don't know the situation that I'm in, or people who even do, say things like, what I'm experiencing is not real, or that I can change my thinking so easily just by not doing something, or that I'm lying and faking, and that there's a cure, an easy cure for the way that I'm thinking and my mental problems. And that just really, really upsets me. And that really, really gets to me. And, just during the time that I've been on here and all the people saying it, it really has affected me. It got to the point where I've begun to question if what I'm experiencing at all is real. I don't even know anymore. I mean, is everything that I'm experiencing real, or is it all in my head? I mean, to me, it all seems very, very real. It does. It seems truly 100% real. And I can't, feels real to me. So, and other people just don't understand that. And, there's just so many people saying it. And it makes me think if, it is all in my head. And if it was, then that would just be just the craziest thing. Because how could something that feels so real to me just all be in my head? Everything that I discuss feels real to me. It's what I deal with. I don't... What's the reason in lying about anything? It all seems real to me, but I've begun to really question now if maybe it is all a lie. Maybe it is all just made up in my mind. And it's just, got started to really create like a huge trigger going on now where someone says something to me like deceptive and faking, or that I can cure myself so easily, and that possessed by demons I've heard, and it just triggers those thoughts in my head. It's like, oh, you're faking everything, you're lying about everything, and it just progressed and progressed and just got worse and worse, to the point now where a lot of times when I'm experiencing just anything at all, like anxiety at all and all this sort of things, that I'm just like, well, is it real? So anyway, so for someone to say that what I'm experiencing is not real, it is all just in my head, it just really does affect me. And I begin to question now if, like, when I am in the middle of experiencing something just in my head, I just hear, no, everything you're experiencing is fake, you're a fake liar and all this, and it's just, that really got out of control. So much to the point where it's like now, whenever I read someone saying that I am faking something or exaggerating, or that I can cure myself so easily and just get rid of what I am experiencing, then that's a very big trigger for that voice in my head saying, no, everything you say is fake, everything you do is fake. And it got very bad at one point where, told my psychologist about how fake I was, but I mean, it wasn't like, it didn't feel like me doing it. But I mean, yeah, it was me doing it. I'm the one who said that. But, to me, it seems like, I was very heavily influenced by all the people, questioning or saying things about, what I'm going through, and them not understanding what I'm going through, and them just being judgmental, even though they're trying to be positive. I mean, I understand that. Like some people saying, oh, you shouldn't let this stuff get you down. You should not think about that. And I get that that's a very positive thing to say that. But to me, it really affects me. Because it's like you're not... You don't know what it's like to experience those sort of things that I've experienced. So when I'm talking about something and I say, I experienced this, then I experience it. And, I can hope and wish to be rid of it like I would like. But it's not going to just magically go away. It just doesn't work like that. I'm not going to be able to really, change those sort of things about myself. But learning to be able to deal with it and cope with it is what I am working on. Because that is the primary thing. When you're dealing with some kind of mental disorder or mood disorder or just any kind of thing going on, like I definitely have experienced, it's not so much about how you can change that, because if there are things a part of your personality because of how you grew up and how you were exposed during certain situations when you were a child, you know, they're implanted in your personality and they're who you are. You can't really change them. You need to, like, you know, start all over again to be able to change them. But instead, you need to be able to cope with it, to be able to understand the disorders, what you're going through, and learn to deal with it so it's not impacting your life as badly. And that is what I'm working on, and I think that I am doing a fairly decent job of that. You know, there's no way to really change how my personality is, because, you know, everything will need to change around. You know, like for me to get rid of all my paranoia about people, suspiciousness, you know, I would need to be able to communicate with some people, be able to trust them, and for them to, you know, not deceive me and not lie to me. But it's like at the same time, I can't fully trust them or believe them because of what I've been through in the past. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to really say. I have to say, just please don't be concerned about me. You know, I really don't like to read when people say, oh, I feel so bad for you, and, you know, you've had a hard life. How do you know, how could you deal with all this? And just, you know, I mean, I understand that you may be trying to be positive there, but I don't like people feeling bad for me. You know, this is my life. This is how things are. I mean, to me, I mean, yes, I see it being difficult, but, you know, I don't really see it the way other people see it. Other people see it a lot more difficult than I see it myself. I mean, yes, I mean, it's not a life that most people will want to live, just not going anywhere, not really having anyone to talk to, not having any friends, really. That is not a life. So the people saying, you know, just people's interpretations of that, because their life is different. They may have people that they can talk to and relate to and all that sort of thing, whereas I really don't. And I think that's where the difference is. You know, this is my life. This is what I know. This is what I'm comfortable with at the moment. You know, I definitely would like to change that in the future. And I'm working hard to do that. And making the videos has been the first big step. And especially, you know, just being able to express myself, what I'm going through, and just all of that. It's just been such a wonderful thing. And wonderful thing knowing that I've been able to help people. Because, you know, I never thought that I could. Never thought that I could put myself on the internet because of how scary it was. And I did. I've been able to help people. People have been able to relate to me. But not only that, just knowing that there are other people out there that struggle with some similar things as me is just a really amazing thing, because I thought I was the only one in the world. I'm sure a lot of you people out there feel that way too. Because when you've never met anyone, you never talked with anyone, then all of a sudden, you're going online, you're like, wow, this person is saying a lot of the same stuff that I've been through. And then you leave a comment saying that, how much you can relate to what I have to say, and it's really nice to understand that there are other people out there who struggle with the similar things. Because it's very nice, really is very nice to know that. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I think that was everything I wanted to say. You really do want to thank you all. It really does make me very happy, because the videos has been the first big step for me to be able to get out of the hole I've been in for years. Well, not necessarily the first big step. I think the first big step was transitioning. And the second big step was being able to do these videos and express myself and what I'm going through. And one step at a time. So, thank you all again for all your support and for all your acceptance, for all of you who have stayed with me, and all you new people who are, just finding me and that I could relate to, or you can relate to me, or whatever. Just all the wonderful people who leave nice comments on my videos. All of that really means a lot. It really does. And I really can't express just how much it does mean to me, but it really does. So thank you so much.